Hey guys, it's me, Keisha, and I'm here with this week's All Tea, All Shade Basketball Wives, Season 1, Basketball Wives Orlando, Season 1, Episode 2 review. Okay, so this week's episode starts off with McKenzie at home with her 2 kids and her dad, and she talks about this new boo that she got, but she doesn't really want to go into full detail because it's fairly new still. So she got 2 different baby daddies. At first I thought that the 2 kids was by the dude that Neek is with, but it's just the son, I guess. I guess the daughter ain't his. I don't know. So Morgan throws her 12-year-old daughter a really cute birthday party, and she's talking about how her ex-husband is not trying to help out with the kids, which is so just trifling and raggedy. Like, whatever we going through ain't got nothing to do with your kids. Like, come on now. Like, that's just gross. So Lindsay and then another newcomer by the name of Danielle Miller arrive. Danielle has 2 kids with her ex-fiance Rashad Vaughn, and she look a lot like Von Shay from Love and Hip Hop Miami. Like, they could literally be sisters to me. So Neek brings her son and Mackenzie's son to the party. Like, they getting along much better, I guess. I guess. So Danielle quickly realizes that Neek and Mackenzie are linked by the boyfriend baby daddy, and was like, okay, so this triangle about to be a quadrangle or whatever she said, a quadruple suplex, I don't know. So she goes on to tell the girls how Mackenzie messing with her baby daddy. And she said how she found out was because she got a DM from somebody saying, ain't this your baby daddy with Mackenzie in Tulum? So Danielle goes on to say, from what I heard, she's going around saying she in love, but how you in love with somebody you just got with, like you just met? And I'm like, why are you so concerned? Like, I was so confused. Like, if y'all not together no more, then why are you so concerned about who he messing with? Like, it wasn't adding up to me. Like, what stake do you have in this? Y'all not together no more, so why do you care? So, Neek says in her confessional, Mackenzie new relationship, I'm happy. You just made life for me way easier. Like, she happy. Like, now that I ain't got to worry about her trying to F on her baby daddy, hey, I'm all for it. So Danielle says, I'm here to let her know that me and him were just together throughout their little 5-month relationship, and you were a side B. I'm confused. How is she a side B if y'all not together? No, I'm confused. Like, were y'all still in a relationship in the beginning of him talking to her? Or do you consider her a side B because he's still messing with you while he's with her? And you feel like because since you were there first, she the side B? Girl, whatever it is, you looking stupid, Danielle. Like, you too cute to be acting like this. Like, no, this is not a good look for you, my love. Not at all. And I hate that they letting you go out like this, because whichever way is the scenario, you look stupid by going after her, but you ain't giving the same energy to your baby daddy. Like, girl, make it make sense. And when we learned that this girl got a master's degree, she's smart, she's pretty, like, she is giving me Von Shay vibes very much, of being very accomplished in life, but very mentally disabled. Like, it's just like, what, girl? So Lindsay was like, I know for a fact she don't think it was any overlap between them. So Morgan says, well, how would you feel like co-parenting with her? And Danielle was like, I'm not co-parenting with no B. He ain't got a ring on. And the camera pans to Neek, who was just like, took her little sip of her drink, because y'all look crazy. You and this Mackenzie girl look crazy, because now Danielle done said a lot of crazy stuff so far, but there's one thing I will 100% agree with. Why would I be co-parenting with somebody who ain't his parent and they ain't even married to each other? Like, girl, we ain't no family. Like, this ain't what, nah. Y'all be playing with relationships now. Want the wifely role and ain't even got the ring. Ain't even got the paperwork, doing so much for these men, taking their kids out, doing this, that, and the third with their kids and with their family, and cooking and cleaning for a man that's just your boyfriend. Make it make sense. Like, no, absolutely not. Ain't no co-parenting. No, like, what? Girl, y'all crazy. So Lindsay was like, are you going to be okay with being around her? And Danielle was like, yeah, she going to be invisible to me. Morgan was like, I don't believe that, but okay. So Milan, we find out, she used to play basketball. She got back into it. And she says growing up, her mama had 9 kids and her daddy had 6 kids. She said they grew up very rough. They had roaches, bed bugs. It was time they ain't had no food, no electricity and stuff. Like, she grew up really, really rough. But, she's trying to make something of herself, which is really, really good. So Megan meets up with Danielle and tells her that Nikki is coming. And so they sit down having a conversation, her and Danielle. And Megan was like, apparently McKenzie. And Danielle was like, one of many. That's her name. So I'm like, once again, why are you saying she one of many, referring to your baby daddy? So if you know your baby daddy out here messing with all these girls, once again, I'm confused as to why you so pressed and you so mad. If you know that your baby daddy ain't nothing, like, why are you so invested? Like, it's not adding up to me. So Megan was like, apparently McKenzie, one of many, went back and told Morgan how are you guys jumping down my throat about Rashad, who is Danielle's baby daddy? There are other girls here that are effing people's boyfriends. So they flash back to the golf day where Mackenzie told Morgan about Megan before they even all sat down. So I was like, okay, Mackenzie, you do talk a lot. You do talk a lot. Okay, you are a little messy look. Okay. So Nikki and Lindsay arrive. And Megan tells Lindsay that she hurt her feelings when she was trying to call her out to be like a husband effer. And Lindsay was like, I apologize. I mean, well, I just be talking. I don't like her. I don't. Just go be pregnant. Hey, your baby. Why are you here? Get off my screen. Like, no. So Mackenzie meets with Morgan and says that the last 2 times they saw each other, it seemed like she had a problem with her. Morgan in her confession was like, if you were just friends with me and you know the things that Ashley and I have been through and you jump ship and be friends with her, her loyalty shows who she is as a person. Which I would be peeping game, like, oh, okay, I see what type of time you on. Okay, so yeah, I am going to fall back off of you. So Morgan was like, because we were talking about Ashley and you jumped to her defense, you're choosing to be friends with Ashley, and I've been long friends with Danielle, so we just can't be friends. I really like Morgan because she just cut straight to the chase. Like, you friends with my op, I'm friends with your current boo things, baby mama. Yeah, we're just not gonna be friends. I mean, that just is, it is what it is. It's just how the chips fall. So Mackenzie, they start arguing back and forth. Mackenzie in her confession was like, Morgan knows I'm friends with Ashley and she would never be cool with me. And that's really where our problems stem from. But she's just not mature enough to say that to me. I agree. I do believe that is a big part of it. The fact that you're friends with Ashley. So yeah, she just said that. She just said to you, you're friends with Ashley, so we can't be friends. Like, so what you mean? Like, she's too afraid to say that to you. She just said it. What you talking about? But then I also feel like she know that you messy and you run your mouth too much. And you fucking with her friend, baby daddy. And it's fresh. This breakup, apparently. So I don't get what Mackenzie talk about. Mackenzie's slow. I'm just gonna say it. She's slow. So Morgan was like, I don't care about nothing you got going on. I don't have a problem with you. But if it continues to get sticky, then we all just gonna have to get sticked up. I was like, what? You mean we just all gonna have to be stuck? Like, what? I like Morgan a lot. Morgan is a standout so far for me with this cast. Loving Morgan. So she was like, I'm not gonna rip and run to be friends with nobody that's kumbaya and bestie with Ashley. So have a good night. I'm gone. Like, I showed my outfit off and I said what I had to say. Baby, Mackenzie just looked dumb. Like, she really looked dumb because Morgan just read her and just said what it was and left. Like, girl, that was a waste of camera time. So Milan FaceTimes her little sisters, who apparently recently just ran away to Miami and crashed the rental car that they was in, child. A mess. So, she just trying to tell them, like, she don't want them to go down no bad path, and she wants them to come stay with her for the summertime. Her little sisters are really pretty. You could tell, like, she has a lot on her shoulders, trying to be like a good example for her little sisters and trying to make sure that, she doesn't, be in poverty herself like she was growing up. I like Milan for the most part. So, she says that her mom is really going through it mentally because her brother was just unalived. So I guess that her little sisters and the mama, are having issues or whatever. Maybe they don't like being in the house. It's just a lot going on. I feel really bad. So it's the day of Ashley's store opening, and Megan arrives with Nikki. I'm sorry, y'all. It just really mind boggles me every week when I see Nikki. That is a big woman. And I'm not talking about like she fat or nothing, because obviously she's not, but she just overall just jolly green giant. Like, I'm scared of her. Like, she needed to be a wrestler. Like, she could wrestle China, Rhea Ripley, Nia Jax, like Raquel, Jade Cargill. Like, girl, I know you like to do her, but you need to get in the ring. WrestleMania is right around the corner, girl. Like, get your outfit together. NXT is calling. So, Megan tells Ashley that she invited Danielle, and Ashley was like, I told you could come and invite a +1. This your +1. That don't mean you get a +2. Like, what? But she was like, as long as it ain't no issue between her and McKenzie, she can come. So McKenzie was like, I ain't got no issue with her. She can come. So Danielle arrives and Megan meets her outside and was like, I need for you to act like you got some sense. This ain't that, act like the woman with a master's degree. And Danielle was like, I'll try. Can't promise nothing. So she come in, and the reception, the greeting between Danielle and Ashley, it was very awkward, a little icy. And it's because, Danielle is besties with Morgan and McKenzie is besties with Ashley. It's just a lot going on there. So McKenzie seemed nervous, child. She kept on looking over her shoulder and I was like, girl, calm down. So Danielle at one point says to Ashley, I appreciate you for allowing me in your store. You do know one of my great friends is Morgan, and I want to get to a point where I create my own opinion about you. And I respect that. I respect Danielle for that, because just because you and my friend got an issue don't mean that I'm just going to come into it being mean to you and this, that, and the third, because it's not necessary. I'm pretty sure she's side-eyeing her. I got my eye on you, girl. But, I appreciate we're going to be adults by this. So Megan is producing heavy, honey. Megan gonna tell myself, have you got a chance to meet McKenzie yet? Because she here and I'm tired. That was like, Megan is producing, honey. She like, can we get this scene popping so I can go home? Like, come on. So Danielle say, I'm not going to no side B. What you mean? Like, no, absolutely not. So Mackenzie's like, he said you would try to call me that, but all right. So Danielle was like, he should have warned you, okay? Mackenzie said, Ashley, save me in your phone at side B. And Danielle was like, please, that would be the best thing for her. Mackenzie was like, a side B is a person who messes with a man in a relationship. I've never done that. And Danielle was like, do you want to see the screenshots? Do you want to hear the audio? If you're not going to start with accountability, then I don't want to hear that. You were just me last year with Neek. Me and Rashad talk every day. So let's rewind this. Now it's starting to make sense. She's saying, do you want to see the screenshots? Do you want to hear the audio? So I'm guessing she has some type of proof showing that McKenzie knew that he was in a relationship with her still when they started messing around. We need to hear that audio and we need to see them screenshots so we can know how we need to move when it comes to McKenzie. Okay, Danielle, we need the receipts, okay? Then she said, you were just me last year with Neek. So it's given very much, you felt like when Neek started messing with your baby daddy, y'all was still messing around and she started messing with him knowing about you, but how Neek cleared it up on last week's episode that he was telling her they was no longer messing around, they wasn't together. But obviously, according to McKenzie, they were. Okay, so this is why Danielle is feeling some type of way, because like, you should know, you've been in my position, so have some type of empathy for the situation. And I get it very much, Danielle. But at the same token, she wasn't the one you was laying up with every night. She wasn't the one that asked you to get married. She wasn't the one that you had kids with, my love. You need to hold your baby daddy, your ex-fiance, feet to the flames and more accountable than some girl. Because you still talking to him. You still going hard over him when you've called him a manipulator, a liar, this, that, and the third. If you know all these things about him, why do you care so much? Let her have him so she can be the one going through it. It's not making no sense. It's obvious that you still have feelings for this man and you still want him. Or you still want the connection to him. I'm not like, girl, no. Like, what? No. So Danielle in her confession was like, Rashad tells me I'm his world every other day. He's a master manipulator. And once again, if you know all of this, why do you care? Oh, because you still want him. So Danielle was like, you're not going to bully me up out of a man's life I've been with for 8 years. And McKenzie's like, I don't want to. Like, I want y'all to be, whatever y'all going to be, And it's given very much, he might not be my man, but I'm gonna still play that role of fiance baby mama. Like, I'm the queen bee around here. And it's just like, why do you want to be for somebody that's so trifling, according to you? So, mind you, when she was saying that he called her every day, she's showing her call log that he calling her. McKenzie didn't want to look at it. She didn't want to face that fact. I 100% believe Danielle when she says that this man still telling her he love her, he want to be with her, that they still messing around. I 100% believe that he's messing with both of them. But once again, why are you so mad at her and not mad at him? So, Danielle was like, thank you. She was like, you're not going to stalk me like you did Neek. McKenzie was like, when you calm down, I would like to talk to you. I don't have anything against you. So at this point, they separated and Megan was like, okay, bye. Nice to meet you guys. Like, I've done my job. I'm out of here. We don't get no overtime pay. Scene done. I'm out. So at the end of the episode, Danielle visits Morgan at her crib and tell her what happened. And Danielle, starts to cry because she says when she met Rashad, she was playing basketball herself. She was so career driven and everything. And she put all of her dreams and aspirations to the side to support him. And that's where you went wrong. And for that is why you hold so much anger when it comes to him, because you set your stuff to the side to be his homie, his lover, his friend, and everything else, when all you did was have a ring girl and some kids by him. Y'all got to stop putting so much of y'all energy, love, support, all of that into men that are just y'all boyfriend, baby daddy, fiance. And even if they're your husband, you still got to save space for you. Okay? Because then in situations like this, when he get tired or he want to move on to the next one, he just don't want to be with you no more, than you sitting there looking like, well, what do I do now? Because I've not invested anything in myself. I don't got nothing to call mine. I don't have no financial stability now. I gotta beg this dude for money. I gotta fight for child support. No. That's where that's where she went wrong in the first place, by putting all her eggs in his basket. That's where you messed up. She even says that she went overseas with him while she was pregnant, so he could beat her when the baby was born. I guess they was in some type of foreign country, and she just crying. And in her confessional, she was like, now you're dating a girl right in my face. It's disrespectful, especially when we were just together a week before I got here. So he's still messing with her to the point that she was still messing around with him a week before she came into town to film. But my thing is, you so mad and upset when you still sleeping with him or kicking it with him, doing whatever you know you doing with him, and you know he got this chick over her. So once again, I'm not understanding why you so mad. It's giving very much childish look girl energy. And you and McKenzie stupid. Both of y'all. Because he playing with both of y'all, and both of y'all are allowing it. So Morgan get to crying about her situation. Now I can understand Morgan crying about her situation. She was married to the man. You know what I'm saying? And she talks about, how, women don't value friendship, the way that they should, this, that, and the third or whatever. And Danielle's like, I got you till the wheels fall off, this, that, and the third. I like their friendship a lot. I like them as friends. Yeah, but Morgan to me is still the standout of this show. The other girls ain't really stepping it up. I feel like Morgan and Megan are doing most of the work. Nick ain't really doing nothing. Mackenzie just messy and kind of scary. Ashley is just a snake. Nikki just pop in here and there. Lindsay, she just the mouthpiece running back and telling everybody stuff. Milan just pretty so far. Like the other girls need to step it up. Because like I said, Morgan and Megan are the ones that's carrying the show. And now that Danielle is added to the equation, she's spicing things up. But yeah, I'm going to give this week's episode of Basketball Wives Orlando, I'm going to give it a A-. It was a really good episode. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about it down below in the comment section. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.